Like, how do they have these stupid animations in a Blitz game?
Everybody was dancing in their living room. Then it started to become like, hey, why did we shoot that baby in the face? Now, they don't want that. They don't want people asking, why did we shoot the baby in the face? There's a lot of reasons we shoot the baby in the face. You'll get it when you're older. How about you ask that after you get your first car? We don't want to explain why we shot the baby in the face to a prepubescent know-it-all. So the Jonathan Haidt book is basically a book about how damaging social media is to your children, because they go on social media and they find out what losers they are, and then that bothers them. It's called the anxious generation. Now, this is all true. Young kids with unfettered access to social media is probably not good for their development. It's causing an epidemic of mental illness. You go on sites like TikTok, you simply pick the illness that you want as a child. It's true. You choose, we used to choose like BMX bikes. Now you choose an ailment, a disease, an illness, a community. So the Jonathan Haidt book, but this is the beginning, I believe, of, because again, what tends to happen with all this stuff is that it's like a dam breaking. It's not, there's no one aha moment where everybody sees the light. It's little by little, people start realizing the negatives of social media. But I will tell you this, the government doesn't care if your children are mentally ill. They don't. If
That's
they
true.
did, they would ban the food additives. They don't care. It's not something they really have an investment in. The mental health of your children. We don't run the cut.
He can kind of go there though, can't he?
Adults. It's not what it is. This is not a country designed because we want to help people's mental health. People in this country live, many of them, without health insurance. They are one car accident away from complete financial collapse. That's not a system that lends to people's mental health. The government doesn't care. They're not concerned with your mental health. There is very little funding for mental health problems. They don't care. My mother was a schizophrenic. We had to institutionalize her.
This looks really good.
Getting somebody into a mental hospital is very tough. They don't want to pay. They have Medicare and stuff. They don't want to pay. They don't want to pay. They're like, she seems fine. All these people that are getting punched in New York City in the face, they're getting punched.
What?
By people that are mentally ill. And
oh
these
my
people
God.
And nobody's putting
that
them in
move.
Mental hospitals.
Fuck, I missed that move.
Because
Jesus
it's,
Christ.
A hard thing to get somebody into a mental hospital. It's not easy. There's laws that prevent you.
Unbelievable,
from
bro.
something. And there's also a lot of people that go, we don't really want to pay for the mental health care of strangers. So we'll just hope they don't throw us in front of a train. You know? So
that is so crazy. I should have just moved the knight. I did not see that move. That was such a good backwards knight move, man.
They don't care.
But it's not over. His position is still absolutely shattered. Even
also doing all those things.
With all this.
The Chinese are doing. They don't care. They don't care. They may not want China to have a leg up. They don't care. I think a lot of it is coming down to the fact that they don't.
He can take this.
Love. Remember when the Bin Laden letter went viral on TikTok and all these young girls were flicking their bean to Bin Laden? They were all. Everybody's masturbating to Bin Laden. I even jerked off to Bin Laden. That's what was going on because his letter came out and people were like, "Whoa, I kind of like this guy." So everybody was flicking their bean to Bin Laden.
Time now is pretty shitty.
He might as well have been one of the Stranger Things people.
All right, I found a move
on TikTok, and they didn't love that. And now we have the thing with Israel and Gaza, and whatever you think or however you feel, young kids are turning against the U.S. war machine, which we don't need that right now, because we got a few. What do we do? What do we give the Ukraine? Another 60 billion? A lot of dead kids. That's what that is. Now everyone's talking about Gaza, and I get it. But you got to realize that $60 billion, the Ukraine and Russia have both